Hello and welcome back to another video. In this video I just wanted to go over my latest army that I've been using in Legends League, and it is, as you saw from the thumbnail, we've got the Super Wizards and the Battle Blimp, and then we're following it up with some dragons. So let's go ahead and take a look at the army composition. Here it is. We've got 11 dragons, which is going to be our kill squad. We've got 12 balloons, which are used for cocoa loons and or for funneling, along with that baby dragon. And then for cleanup, we've got 4 minions and then 2 archers as well, which could also be used. Let's say a lava hound comes out of the CC, if you want to pull it out of the way, etc. At least you have some ground troops in the army comp. But for spells, we've got a heal spell just in case there's a multi-target inferno. You could heal right through that. Also scatter shots or any high defensive HP buildings like expos, eagles, you want to heal through that type of stuff. 2 rages, 2 freezes. The freezes could be for, typically you want to use them for an air defense, single target inferno, anything like that. And then you have the 3 invisible spells, which you're going to use for your Super Wizard Battle Blimp. So in the Battle Blimp, we've got the 4 Super Wizards, 5 archers, and a rage. So we rage up the Super Wizards, and the reason why I'm using 5 archers is because they're also a ranged troop, just like the Super Wizard. So their range when they're shooting a defense and or building, it's about the same as a Super Wizard, so if there's any traps in that area, they'll be able to pick it up as well. And as you're seeing, I don't even have the max invisibility spell yet. It's a level 3, and we're still dominating in Legends with it. Let's go ahead and take a look. So right now, we are at the 5,400 trophy range. We did all of our attack today, but if you take a look here, we have plus 280 trophies. The lowest attack we had was a 2-star 87. We had 2 99% time fails, and then the rest were triples. Still have 2 defenses remaining, but we're already at plus 92, so no matter what, it's going to be a positive day for us. But let's go ahead and jump into some replays. Here is our first replay, and this is actually a very common Legends League base. So with the strat, hopefully if you guys follow this attack plan, you'll be able to get the same result. But the way I approach this base is you want to take a look at what you could chain with your Super Wizards. Typically what you want to go for is the Eagle Artillery, but on this base it is very centralized here right in the core. So getting a Battle Blimp from anywhere in this section is going to be very difficult because you got to go over the expos, archer towers, things like that, and who knows if there's any peeking air mines in this gap here. So we won't be able to get that. We could try to get some of these ground expos, but that doesn't provide any funneling. So what we actually do, since these buildings, walls, and everything else is right up against the wall, the only place where a seeking air mine could possibly be is in this highlighted section, which we want our Battle Blimp to get as close to that town hall as possible. Probably won't make it, but with that, we could get our Super Wizards right in here, and if we use the invisible spell, we should be able to clear out a good portion of this area. Just like this. So with that, we have some pretty nice pathing, and with the dragons, normally what you want to do is send your heroes along the flank like this. That way it'll provide some pathing, and then if all those buildings go down, if you take a look here, this is our pathing for the dragons. They may get a split after this wizard tower here into the CC Eagle compartment area, but there's a big gap right here. So with our heroes, our queen especially would be able to walk down this channel. So she'll be able to get a lot of value with her ability, along with the Grand Warden's Eternal Tome. You'll be able to make her immortal for the time being. She'll be able to get a lot of value there. So let's go ahead and take a look at this replay. As mentioned, we're going to send that Battle Blimp right towards those dual scatter shots and Town Hall. Secure the first star nice and early. See if we could get the value here. I only have 3 invisible spells in this army comp, but they're not even maxed out. So if they were maxed, it's a possibility we could get even more value. But we go ahead and send in that Battle Blimp anyways. We make it right on top of that first scatter shot. So we drop our invisibility spell, and the placement of that is pretty crucial. So the second one, we're able to make sure that Town Hall is activated and not protected by that invisibility spell. We get the last one down, same thing, but our Super Wizards are under the slow effect from that Giga Bomb. So we get the first single target inferno at the top side of the base. So now we've got that nice pathing. Here I was planning whether I want to go down the left side or the right side. I decided to go down the left just because of the sweeper positioning. I didn't want my dragons to get caught up on this left hand sweeper here. And because it moved, it could be somewhere around here. So I try to get my heroes to clean up that single as they're able to reach it. And then we send those Coco Loons and then our dragons. Use our baby dragon here on the bottom side, just that way we can push our dragons into the core and more of these defenses. So we popped that Grand Warden Eternal Tome. There was a Hound in the CC, but with that Eternal Tome, we made sure our Queen was covered and our Barbarian King just to tank that single just a little bit longer. And now we get our first rage spell to burn through these defenses here. We've got the Expo farm here now coming up. We've got our dragons right over the Eagle Artillery. We find the Tornado Trap there, so we go ahead and get a rage to try to get through this Eagle, which we do. Now it's just that single target Inferno on the top end. And now we still haven't even placed our Royal Champion, but if you take a look, we've got a lot of dragons still alive, only one air defense still remaining. We have the defensive Archer Queen still up, but she is barely hanging on, and down she goes to that dragon that was off to the side there. So now we could use our Royal Champion right there where that Archer Queen was, and she'll be able to get down that last air defense, which is typically what I'll use that Royal Champion for, is on the back end to try to get that last air defense. If you're lucky enough to get all four without the Royal Champion, then you can basically swagger, but we used her here, and then I used the heal spell as well. Then she was tanking some of these defenses here, just to try to get some more value out of her, and I didn't really need it for anything else, because really the only thing left now is that Air Expo, and we got a dragon working on it now, so just a matter of cleanup now. Grand Warden snipes off that Expo, so just clean up now. And that's how you can take down that base. Like I said, it's a very common Legends base. You will see it here and there, and without the max invisibility, that's how you take it down. Let's go ahead and hop on over to the next replay. Here is our second replay, and it's one of those annoying ring bases that you often see in Legends League, and we'll show you how you can take it down with this army composition. So if we take a look at the sweepers, they do have a bit of an overlap. So we've got one sweeper pointing this way, we've got the other sweeper pointing to the right here. So what I wanted to do on this attack is trying to get the battle blimp into this compartment. Typically with these types of bases, when there's this single opening here, it's littered with Seeking Air Mines because of the fact that it's protecting the Eagle. So with that, I want to send my battle blimp in an area where it's not going to run into those traps. So in order to do that and be mindful of the sweeper, I sent in the battle blimp from this area to make it in this compartment, because it's going to be pushed back from that sweeper. I'll be able to get down the scatter shot, hopefully some expos, bonus points if I'm able to get down that Eagle, the sweeper, and the town hall, but that may be too tall of an order to ask. But anyways, that will provide some funneling here with that chain value. So hopefully this stuff can go down, and then I could send my heroes down the flank of this side of the base, and then I could send my dragons right here into the Eagle Artillery, Grand Warden through that area, take down the town hall, deal with CC, and then we've got two multi-target Infernos, and this is where that heal is crucial. You could heal through one of them, but not by both, but that Grand Warden Eternal Tome will definitely help in that area. And then just a matter of where we could send in that RC. You definitely don't want to send her in this way because of the fact you've got that Barbarian King. You want to keep your RC. You do not want to deploy her by any heroes whatsoever, so that way she could get more value. So let's go ahead and start this replay. We have an idea where we want that blimp to go, and then it's just a matter of supplying our dragons with as much spell support as possible. So we send in some Coco Loons for that battle blimp to see if there's any Seeking Air Mines. And here it goes. We know it's going to be in range of that sweeper. There's a Seeking Air Mine. Makes it into the town hall compartment just barely, but we drop the rage and the invisible spell. Find a spring trap. Drop the second invis spell. Now our super wizards are able to get the chain value here. They're still in range of that rage spell, so they're able to get a lot of chain value there. We get a decent amount of damage onto the town hall. We get down one sweeper, and now it's just this sweeper here that's still standing. And I could use my baby dragon on this right hand side. Since the sweeper's pointing that way, it helps with the dragons. They're not fighting a sweeper, as if I were to come in from where that baby dragon is, I'm going to be fighting the sweeper the entire time. But here we go. We get our Coco Loons down to tank that air defense here. Also that Royal Champion as she went down. And now we've got the King and also the Archer Queen to walk down this left hand side of the base there. So we go ahead and drop our rage. We got rid of our 2 rages fast to get through the eagle, and then also the town hall, since there's a lot of splash damage here. Use the Grand Warden Eternal Tome. We're able to use a freeze and get a lot of value. We got the scatter shot, we got the air expo, and also the multi-target inferno. So now we could go ahead and heal through that now that the Eternal Tome is over. We've got dragons working on the AD, 1 AD remaining. We could pop that King's Iron Fist ability. And now if you take a look, there really isn't that much left of the base, really, and just this air defense here. We've got some archer towers on the perimeter, but we're able to use the RC to get that down. You can see we've got her here working on that. Still has her ability. We still have that Queen's Royal Cloak ability. And you can tell that this base is absolutely crushed. Did not stand a chance from these dragons. Right now, dragons are extremely strong. As long as you know where you could get the pathing set up with that Super Wizard Blimp, and that is really the key, is trying to find out where you could send that Super Wizard Blimp, get the most value. Not just that, but also set some pathing for these dragons. Since they go from building to building, they don't care if it's a defense or not. Pathing is really, really important. But there it is, we're able to get down that ring base with a triple. And for the final replay, we'll take a look at an anti 3-star base and see how we can take it down. Here we are on our final replay, and it is another common Legend Leagues base. It's an anti 3-star base. We've got 3 multi-target Infernos, and we've got a centralized Town Hall, EC, and 2 scatter shots. The way I approach this base is try to think of, again, where we could get the most chain value with those Super Wizards. If we take a look, you've got either side here that you could get a lot of chain value on. Would be able to take down a multi-target Inferno, an Expo, scatter shot. Not only that, you're going to pull the CC, so that way when you drop your heroes or funneling troops to whatever portion of the base you desire, you'll be able to pull that CC out, so that way you're able to deal with it before your dragons are deployed to slow them down. So the way I approached this base was I wanted to come in from this angle here. Since it's a symmetrical base, it could be either side. I went with this left-hand side just because the Grand Warden is not going to do as much damage to my Battle Blimp as I thought the RC would. But either way, as long as you get that Battle Blimp value, you should be good to go. So we send the Battle Blimp in right here, drop our Rage, Invisible Spell to try to clear up as much of these defenses. The goal to get the multi, the Expo, scatter shot, any of this that we can would be a bonus. DC if we could kill it with the Super Wizards, but let's go ahead and play it and we'll find out here what are we able to actually get down with that Super Wizard Blimp. Always want to make sure you use those Coco Loons before you send in the Battle Blimp, so that way you're able to get the value you need. So we use 3 Coco Loons there just in case. And also tanks the air defense there, but we get our Battle Blimp into the desired compartment, drop that Rage and that Invisible Spell, and now we're able to get some chain value. We got the air defense. We also got the multi-target Inferno down. Now with that last Invisible Spell, it keeps that Expo visible to those Super Wizards, and we got that scatter shot right near the CC. And as you can see, we killed everything except for 1 super minion. So we drop our king off to the left-hand side. We could use our baby dragon here to get rid of these 2 gold mines, and that will set the pathing for our dragons. Come right in here. Again, Archer Queen and that Barbarian King to set the funnel on the flank. And here come the dragons to move towards that Town Hall. Another reason why we came on this bottom side, not only for the Town Hall, but also because the sweeper is covering this area. You don't want to fly into the sweeper, but instead approach behind it. So we send the dragons on in, we pop that Iron Fist ability, and that actually opens up the compartment here on the bottom side for the Archer Queen. That Grand Warden Eternal Tome, able to protect everything through that Seeking Air Mine, Town Hall, Giga Bomb, you name it, it's covered. And here we go, we've got more loons now moving into the bottom side. I used my Royal Champion on the bottom just to try to push these dragons more into the core. I didn't want any splitting off to the trash here on the outside, but because of that, we encounter the defending Royal Champion. But we're able to weaken her. Dragons will be able to finish her off now. We've got a pack of dragons heading towards this Eagle compartment. So I used my last spell there, the Rage spell, just to knock that down. So I knew those 2 were going to die, but I made sure I used the Rage because that actually supports the main pack of these dragons moving through the rest of the base. We still have our Queen ability. We've got a little bit of cleanup left to deploy. We've got a minion at 12, minion over at 3. So now it's just a matter of being patient and timing that queen ability. The dragons are able to clear out this 3 o'clock compartment. Queen's working on a wall, but switches over to a junction wall, which is ideal for us because really the main threat that's left on this base is that multi-target Inferno, and it's halfway damaged because of those dragons that we decided to use the rage on. So Queen will be able to assist to get through the rest of the base. Just a matter of being patient with that queen ability. We're able to get that Barbarian King down and salvage that Royal Cloak ability for the Archer Queen even further. Now, really, you tell it's a triple. We were able to get it done, and this is how you can take down this common Legends League base as well. So hopefully this will help you out. We had one of the teaser Legends League base on how to take it down with this army comp. We had a anti 2-star, how you could get down that ring base, and now we have the anti 3, how to get that down as well with this army composition. And again, we don't even have the max invisibility spell, so we had that max invisibility spell. Imagine 3 times extra time duration of that invisibility. We could get even more value with that Super Wizard Blimp. Right now, it's super OP. Hope you guys liked the video. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Make sure you give me a like and subscribe to see more content. Let me know if there's certain bases you want to see this army composition on. If you've got base links, let me know. I could always try this army composition on that and show you how I would approach the base. But appreciate you guys sticking around. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.